Welcome to my dude. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka. I'm a wise clown. And this is Minnie, the Heyoka Wise Hound. I like to do daily energy reports. Sometimes Ben sits in. Sometimes Tata sits in. Sometimes Luna will be in the background. Or, Stan Lee will make a cameo every now and again. Yeah, they like to be on these. I think they foresense the energy, the heart space in which I present these to you from. Yeah, they're, I try and be a little spiritual cheerleader because, dang man, I know what hard lives are, and having empathy, people, talk about it like oh yeah, empathy, it's like, I don't know, like having blue eyes or something. Always had brown eyes. People are like, oh, you just have brown eyes. No, I'm like, no, I have brown eyes. I don't know. Ooh, I've been processing a lot of emotion today. Let's see. Sometimes, not all, sometimes, but I learned to listen to my tuition. Because I've had too many examples of what happens when I don't. I know. Sit down, buds. And so I moved us out here, and it's been to Oregon from Nebraska about, August, it'll be 3 years. Time is so weird, man. Feels like freaking 10. It does. Feels like it's been a lifetime. But I moved out here for a better life. And yeah, it's been better in a lot of ways. It's had its challenges, and I'm not going to get into it because I've done freaking so many other videos explaining them. But the point is, coming on the other side of it, I moved out here because I knew what was coming. I knew that things were going to freaking happen in a big cataclysmic, cosmic way. And so I felt the urgency to get out here, and now to see, I related to, I tapped into that vibration of survivor's remorse. Yeah. It's, there's one picture in particular of an older man with his dog in a boat. Yeah. You see, one person has passed, but if you see the devastation, the last year before I moved, I'm okay. You don't have to. I'm okay. I spent a lot of time driving around and taking pictures, taking it all in. Yeah. And during the 15 years that I lived in the Midwest, I did that, here and there. I went on adventures. So all those small towns, Seward, Norfolk, Verdigris, all those towns, Fort Fremont, Columbus, I've driven all those streets. So when I see them underwater, it does something to you, The only thing that I can focus on is that so many beautiful stories are going to come out of this. You have a chance to fix your infrastructure right, hopefully, Maybe, give people opportunities, See, people talk about tower moments and things like that in tarot as your life, or getting the death card. Yeah, that's what it means. That means that you're old. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna die, but the way of how your life was is gone. It shifted energies into something else, and that's a whole, most of an entire state was going through that, and that and raised them into a level of empathy. Hopefully, that's what it's going to do for this nation, But we've had chance after chance, Last summer, my hometown, Reading, about burned down. Paradise, California, did burn down. We have opportunity after opportunity to make things better, And it's like a lot of this we did to ourselves, and it's just weird, Why are you hitting yourself? Remember that old game? You have an older sibling smacking you. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Because you're making me? It's like, you know, all these people got in, you know, quietly just followed the rules and got into positions and then decided, you know, and stayed in these positions for 20, 30, 40 years, you know, just sat in these chairs, and then, like, all those times that they got made fun of for, you know, being studious, it's like they hang on to all these resentments and they're like, I'll show you. So it's like whenever, you know, they have a chance to help people, they go the other way. They spend money, like, they spend all their time collecting all the money from the taxes and stuff, and then they spend it like it's theirs, like it's coming out of their banks, and it's not allowed, you know. They were supposed to be the caregivers. You know, we only looked away for a while. Man, if I had kids, I'd probably go to school with them to make sure that they're not teaching them freaking weird stuff, you know? It's just weird. I know it's changing, and the world is really becoming much, much better. It is becoming healthier. It is. But first, it has to scour all of the freaking grossness, you know, all that low vibrational stuff of greed. That goes away when Mother Nature rears her head and says no more. It was so wonderful to see all of those children on the street standing up for themselves, ditching school. When I was 15, we used to ditch school to go down and escort the girls into Planned Parenthood. Yeah. So I've been an advocate since, what was that, 1989, 1988. I've always stood up for people who, I don't know, for whatever reason, just wouldn't bother sticking up for themselves. You know, I took it on. I know it's not mine to take on, but, you know, I just know that I hate how it feels to be ridiculed and berated and judged by appearances and not made to, you know, there was a time that my style, when the first IT job I had at Westport back in 2007, when I got out of the Air Force, I had to start at the bottom, and boy, you can't get more bottom than Westport. Place as a whole. It's just they make millions of dollars for nonsense, because all tech is glitchy, because they're too busy, you know, charging all this money and making all this money and going on vacation. No one is ever at their desk to do the work. So, anyway, I'd go. I've always just shopped at thrift stores because I think, you know, there's been times that I got into my ego and dressed from my ego instead of my heart, and, you know, and I always like polyester. I think I was born with the spirit of an old man, even though I don't know, it's weird, but even though I'm divine feminine, but who knows? Now maybe I'm just balanced out. Maybe I'm just coming into complete balance, but I had every, you know, color of polyester, yellow, purple, green, every color. I'd just go and all over and just look for the polyester pants, you know. And people just always thought I was a weirdo, you know, because I'm a little ray of light, you know, like a little rainbow. I'm getting pretty good at it. I noticed, you know, I mean, I really try and I seem to make people feel better wherever I go, you know. And that hasn't always been the case, because I used to be so mad, man. I was one of those negative, freaking hurt, broke people. And all that did is send me down a trajectory that was going to kill me. And I decided one day, I'm a human being, or I'm a spirit having a human experience, and I want to have the best one I can have. I used to make fun of people that were nice to people all the time and that would just randomly compliment people in public. You don't even mean that. You're just talking out your butt. Until I became so comfortable with myself and started loving myself so much that I started doing that and really understood why people do that. And then I felt like a jerk for always judging those people. So I judge people a little less. I am totally aware of my character defects, and the ones that are harmful to me or others, those are the ones I try to work on. So when they flare up, I consciously try to ask myself why, because how many times do people get mad in a situation that has nothing to do with the situation that they're in? You know, they're doing something and it's not quite working out, and then something pops into their head about, you know, a fight with their spouse or something, and then they just get extra mad in their present. That's why it's always important to just be where your hands are. Yeah. So, Anyway, he's antsy. The sun's out. Count on sunshine. So we're gonna go out in the backyard for a little bit, maybe. I was gonna actually do this outside today because it is real nice, but neighbor's working and it's all freaking table saws and pounding on stuff. So anyway, don't let things agitate you today. Just walk away. The celestial energies are high because the collective is, freaking out. So we're going to feel, if you're empathic and highly sensitive, you're going to feel highly agitated because you're taking on the emotions of, everything collective. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.